Okay, moving on. We're moving fast, believe it or not. So now you have a lot of this knowledge behind you. Now we're going to move on to something that has nothing to do with minerals. We're done with minerals. I think I pounded it into you that that's so important, and you can't do it any other way. You can't. So we got to get that in our body. Now we need to talk about omega-3s. Omega-3s, by the way, are included in the essentials and all peak performance packs. It's part of the pack. It's already in there, and it's absolutely, we're dose compliant with the FDA. So here's the problem. The typical American diet tends to contain 20 times more omega-6s than omega-3s. So what? Why is that a problem? Well, let's talk about it. When the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fat in our diet exceeds 9 to 1, our immune system begins to shut down. Well, we're Americans. We all have more than 9 to 1. That's what we eat. So, but when that happens, this allows cancer, inflammation, cardiovascular disease, asthma, and arthritis to gain the upper hand, along with having a pH balance that's too acidic, along with having blood sugar out of control, along with not getting the right minerals in your body. So you see how this is all doing the same thing over and over again, and that's why we have to cover all the elements, not just one. So now we're focusing on omega-3s. So the more omega-6 is found in the person's tissue, the more likely they were to have cancer. And you can see some of these right here, all these cancer studies. Omega-6s contribute to inflammation and pain. So here's the thing. Never, ever, ever take a supplement that says omega-3, 6, 9. First of all, nobody needs omega-9. You just don't need it. It's already there. Omega-6s? Why would anybody supplement with omega-6s? We live in this country. I mean, oh my goodness. You don't need one more omega-6. But people don't know that. They just think omega-3s and omega-6s must be twice as good as omega-3s, and omega-9s must be 3 times better than omega-3s. I'll take them all. I don't even know why these companies are allowed to offer these things. But you shouldn't be ever taking anything other than omega-3. So the top foods highest in omega-6, just so you know. Now, before I say this, I want you to know that omega-6s are necessary, but we just eat way too much of them. And so then they become a danger to our health. That's why we have to supplement omega-3s. We have to raise our omega-3 level to close in that ratio so that we're not in trouble. Let's take a look. So 1 tablespoon of margarine is 10,400 milligrams of omega-6s. It's going to be hard to close that gap if you have margarine on your toast. So choose coconut oil. Delicious, not as harmful, not even close. Salad dressings and mayonnaise. You're eating it's a salad, isn't it? But when we put a tablespoon of salad dressing on there, that's 5,400 milligrams of omega-6s. Inflammation and pain all over the place. And guess what? Salad does not help close up your, it doesn't change your pH because the minerals aren't there. So yeah, it's good, certainly better than a hot dog, and it's really, really good for you in many respects. But watch out for that salad dressing. Once you put salad dressing on it, you kind of lost your ratio. Nuts and seeds, who doesn't love nuts and seeds? In fact, 6 raw almonds every day are good for you. A cup of almonds every day, 46,000 milligrams of omega-3s. You're not going to be able, omega-6s, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to take enough omega-3s to close that gap. So watch out with the indulgences here. A little is good, too much is disastrous. And then we got number 4, snacks made with omega-6 rich fats. We're talking about corn chips, potato chips, tortilla chips, popcorn, all that stuff. And I love my popcorn. And I'm not giving it up either. But I have to take omega-3s so that I close that gap. Fast foods of all sorts, cookies, candies, cakes, pastries, muffins, granola bars, graham crackers, pork products, chicken products, dairy products of all sorts, beef, whatever. These all are rich in omega-6. Well, children need up to 1,000 a day, milligrams. An average healthy person needs 1,000 to 3,000 every single day. You can't eat enough fish to do that. First of all, fish is not safe anymore because of the mercury and PCBs, and you really get sick of eating 18 ounces tilapia every day. And it's not even healthy for you anyway because it's so contaminated. But it's going to get old and it's going to get really expensive. So 3 ounces of salmon will do it, maybe, but you'd have to get the wild caught. Again, we're running into a good amount of money here, and you get sick of it after a while. You know, nobody wants to drink a salmon shake every day either. So heart health and diabetes, 2,000 to 4,000. These are Mayo Clinic recommended doses, or Alzheimer's the same. So it's hard to get enough. You go to the store and you pick up some omega-3s, and you can't read fish oil. That's the wrong number. You need to read EPAs and DHAs. That's the stuff that works in your body. The fish oil means nothing. It's the EPAs and DHAs in that oil. So looking at those numbers, so let's go to Walmart. Spring Valley omega-3s, $11.20. You'd have to buy 3 of them to get enough, because it takes 3 of them to get 900 EPAs and DHAs, 3 full bottles every month. So take those every day, you divide it up, and so you're going to go through about almost a full bottle, maybe 3/4 of a bottle every week. That's going to cost you $33.60, but it's not even going to be a good omega-3. It's not going to be a cold water omega-3. It's not going to be very potent. And because it's not very potent, to get the benefit of that, you'd have to take almost double that amount, which is going to cost you $67. And who wants, I'm not going to swallow all that fish oil. Ugh, talk about the burp. Can you imagine? So you go to Melaleuca and get one of our more expensive products, which is a liquid and delicious, 1,100 EPAs and DHAs for $17.99. Or you can get one of our cheaper products, or you can get our EPAs, which is 1,000 EPAs for about that price. Or you can get 1,000 DHAs for around that price. Or you can get the cold water omega-3s. We have all kinds you can choose from for $15, which is 930 EPAs and DHAs. And to get that amount with, how about gummies? Who doesn't want to take a gummy instead of a supplement? Isn't that a great idea? Except, well, that's really not a great idea because you can't possibly get very much value. You'd have to spend about $55 in Walmart's gummies just to get 700 EPAs and DHAs. And there's no way they're going to be useful to you because they're not potent, they're not cold water. So let's talk about what you need to know before buying these. Has to be cold water fish. You got to know the amount of EPAs and DHAs. You have to know what amount is best for you. DHAs are good for anti-cancer, for bringing up HDL cholesterol, for your brain function. EPAs are great for inflammation and pain and for heart health and for all kinds of things like that. So what we want to do is probably balance them out unless you're specifically fighting one thing or another. They should never be enteric coated. How old are they? They're usually really old, and they should never be more than 3 months old on the store shelf space. Ours are much, much sooner than that. We create them and we send them. There's no warehouse. Check online to see if there's any hazardous warnings. I checked online with Walmart and I was clicking away, they're kind of nested in there. And I found this warning that said that the ingredients in their omega-3 was found to cause cancer. And I kept looking at it thinking, how could this be? Why? Oh, well, never mind. That's just scary, Is there any unconditional money back guarantee? Because there really has to be. And we have them all. So I like the fact that that's included. But it's nice to know that omega-3s are included in all of our nutrition packs. They're just there.